Hi, I'm here today to talk to Fran Griffin about her wonderful business, Trainians School for Dogs. Fran, where are you based in the UK?
I'm based in Ammanford, which is in South Wales, near
Right.
Swansea and Llanelli.
And how long have you been running the St Trainians School for Dogs?
I was running a training school in Milton Keynes for about 30 years. That was Acorn Dog Training. But when I moved to Wales, I wanted to do something afresh. So I just came across, I misread a name on Facebook. I thought I read St Trainians, and I thought, my God, that's the name. That's the one I'm going to have. So that's how St Trainians came about.
Yeah, I love the name actually. It's really, really good and it works really well. And who's this little character that we have in the background here?
This is Brecken. He's
Brecken.
an Irish red and white setter. He's 4 years old, and he is actually one of the main dogs on the online puppy training course. So I'm showing I was training him from 8 weeks old, and also I have his young. She's a cousin in the bloodline of things, and she's in the room at the moment. And she's a year old now. So the course is also showing how I trained her from when she was
Yeah,
8 weeks old and the
very well
kind of
behaved.
struggles that.
Very
Yeah,
well
yeah,
behaved dogs.
they are
That's
very
good.
well behaved. Yeah.
Good training. So tell me about so you do local training for people. People can come and see you and
Yes.
bring their dogs and you'll help them get rid of any bad habits from puppy age all the way through. I mean, dogs can be still creating problems for their owners late in life anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Would you say that no problem's insurmountable and that with the right training that you can still teach an old dog new tricks?
You can certainly teach an old dog new tricks, but I wouldn't say that all training problems are insurmountable. Sometimes there's some very deep things going on there. There could be medical problems, can even be relationship problems between the dogs and the humans where they are just totally incompatible. But on the whole, the training system that we're using now is absolutely transformational. And it's not only transformed the lives of dogs, it's transforming the lives of the humans at the end of the lead as well.
Absolutely. And what is it? It's games-based training is the concept, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, and you've studied to become, is it a pro dog trainer? Is that
A
the
pro dog trainer, yes. I mean, my main qualifications goes back years to doing a degree in behavioural sciences, and I took a particular interest in cognitive psychology. That is the way that the brain processes information, and yeah, pretty good. Applied a lot to that to dog training, and like a lot of people that are involved in reward based training, I was using food rewards and things like that. But what I was noticing that I would say the success rate was about 60-70%. There were some problems that owners were finding very, very difficult to tackle. But once I switched to games-based training, my goodness, this really sort of kicks into everything that I was learning in and researching in cognitive psychology and drawing everything together. And it just makes so much sense. It really does make so much sense, not just to me as a human, but it makes an awful lot of sense to the dogs as well.
the pro dog training was quite a light switch moment for you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. And so can you try and explain for anybody watching this what was so special about that type of training and why it resonated so well with you?
It actually allows the dogs to form concepts as to how life works. And it just makes it so clear to them. The training methods that we were using before, I suppose, was like watching, say, a 1960s film or something like that. But, and bringing that contrast up to a modern day movie, it's that powerful. It just makes it so clear to the dog, what's expected from them in certain situations, and just helps them to understand.
Amazing. And so people who are using your services at St. Trinians, they are able to tap into this high level of expertise and
Oh
professionalism. Yeah.
yes, yeah. I mean, the look of joy on the owners' faces when they see their dogs responding is just magical in itself.
Yeah, I bet. And you've also got, we'll have a quick look at the website actually, just to bring that up there. So here's the website here, Fran, and it's a lovely site. I love your little logo. And is that your dogs there?
Yeah, that's Brecken and Callie.
Beautiful. It's a lovely photograph, that actually. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
And
photo.
again, quite a strong statement. I like when businesses make a strong, we provide what is probably the best dog training around Ammanford. Highly qualified professional coach using kind training methods. So they can learn more about that and go in and, find out a bit more. And this video goes partway towards this. And then we're talking about where training is games based and really it's highly effective real life dog training. Is that correct?
Yeah, and that's the key, that it creates real life concepts. Take, for example, as a little dog. This is an older dog, but this shows just the power of transformation that goes on here. He was my first dog that I used with games-based training. When Melissa first rang me, she came on the phone and she said, "Please help me. I've tried 4 other people, and I just feel at my wit's end." She said, "I've got such an aggressive little dog. He'd been found abandoned on the M4 and ended up with her. And he was aggressive towards humans. He was aggressive towards other dogs. He would only have to smell another dog in the neighborhood and he would literally turn himself inside out." So I went and assessed him. And of course, he was raging at me when he saw me, absolutely raging. Then what happened? I just saw a little break in his behavior, just about a 2-minute break of calmness. So we started just, dropping food down to him and rewarding him for the calmness. And I said to Melissa, "I think I can help you." And what I said to her was, "I don't think you'll ever get the dog that you dream of, but we'll just try and see where we go." I said, "We could probably make life more manageable for him. But I said, I just want you to set very, very small goals and very small targets to work towards." So she did. We started introducing some food games to him that we actually do play on the online puppy training course, and started working on his calmness. That started to grow. Once it started to grow, we got him outside the house learning calmness. So he wasn't reacting to every neighborhood dog that barked or the smell of any dog that had just gone past. So once we got into that, I said to her, "What's your next target?" She said, "I want to be able to walk him to the park." Well, I didn't think we were ever going to make the park. I thought that was going to be
Right, okay.
But we started just getting that dog to the point where he could walk down the road towards the park. And I thought, well, that's as far as we're going to go. But no, we set the next target. He was going to make it to the park, and he did. So bit by bit, we actually got into the park. The next stage was we didn't only get him to the park, we got him to the park meeting other dogs. Now, this is where the magical moment came, that he was walking along, and this is where I say that it starts to form concepts. That little dog, he just looked up and he looked around, and you could see it all over his face. Oh my God, I don't have to bark. I don't have to do this. I'm actually enjoying this.
Yeah, amazing.
So then it became self-reinforcing to him, the fact that he was enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
So I asked Melissa what her next target was. She said, "I'd like to get him into a class." That's going to be impossible. No, we got him to the class, but then things did unravel and Melissa went home in tears. And there was quite a lot of tears that went on during that time as well. But he got into the class. He did his Good Citizens Awards, bronze, silver, and gold. The next target was she wanted to do competition obedience with him. And guess what? She did, and she won a free beginners class, and she's
That's
actually
amazing.
highly placed in a beginners class as well.
Very, very amazing. People with dogs that need this type of service, they would know, wouldn't they? They would know that their dog is not easy work for them. Does that tend to be a good sort of categorization? If we look at the older dogs that need a wee bit of help, is that right?
Yeah, but with puppies, what we're trying to do there is to prevent these problems from happening in the first place.
Absolutely. It's like school for dogs. That's why it's Trainians, isn't it? School for dogs.
It is, yeah.
So get them at puppy level and you don't have these problems anyway. But if there are problems in the older dogs and the family are committed to the dog anyway, there is an opportunity there to train it out of them.
And if they have got problems, with puppies, I had somebody come to me on Saturday, as it happens. She's in her dog's in some of the photos, a little golden retriever puppy. She was being an absolute thug towards the older dog.
Yep.
that she's got. And I thought, hang on a minute, we haven't covered that particular scenario on the online course. So I asked her if we could video what I was going through with her, and she agreed to that. So it's now covered on the online course. And
Yeah.
this is one of the things that we will do if people have got struggles that they're experiencing and it's not covered on the course. You only need to ask, and we'll put it on there.
So although people can come and see you locally, you cover
Mm,
the whole of the UK where people can,
yeah.
your online video training course, particularly for puppies, this course. So get them while they're young. Good for kids to be involved with this as well. Can they take part with the
Yes.
parents? Yeah.
Yes, they can. Yeah, and the videos lay out the training so clearly to them,
Hmm.
what they need to be doing.
And fairly cost effective. Every puppy should probably have it, and very, very good way to set the stage for a better relationship with your dog and more fun and
Oh yes, a lot more fun. It
yeah.
really does bring joy both to dogs and humans.
It's an amazing site. It's an amazing service, Fran. So really pleased to be able to promote it for you. Thank you for your time today. We'll put the website address up there. So it's Trainians .co.uk. So the website's lovely. You guys are easy to deal with there. So it's a local service and a national online service. They're tapping into your experience, Fran. That's the key here. It would take people a lifetime to learn what you know. You've trained lots and lots of dogs. You've had lots of successes, and your success can be their success too.
Absolutely. One of the things that people have said to me in the past is, we wish we could take you home with us.
Yeah,
Because by the time we get home, we've forgotten exactly what you said. Now, what the online course actually does, you've got me 24/7. You can play it back and play it to other members of the family. Other members of the family can get involved with this too. So
yeah.
there's no mistaking what I'm saying, no mistaking what I'm demonstrating. So it just makes it all clear. And the final thing I really want to say about this is, a lot of online courses just leave you to get on with it. So they just give you the videos. That's it. That's all you pay for. But I'm there. I've got Melissa, and there's a couple of other people that are on board with this as well. We can answer your questions, and we'll be there for you. As I say, if it's not covered on the videos, we'll put it on there.
And you were saying there about your dog Breaker. I think you've got 3 dogs in the room. I've not heard a peep out of any of them.
I've got 4 dogs in the room.
And again, you've got a strange van parked outside your house. Someone's
Yeah.
delivering something. Normally, dogs would be up at the window and yelping and
Mm,
barking and
absolutely.
pawing.
Yeah. They know that, as long as I'm not sort of giving them any cues, that you just settle down, you relax when somebody's there.
Yeah.
If somebody was to knock on the door, yes, they would start barking.
Yep.
But here's something we actually do teach on the courses, and that is, when the door knocks, you settle down. Now, thank you very much. You let me know that somebody's there. That's the end of it for you. You go and lie down. So that's the concept they start to form. So as I say, knock on the door, and I just thank them for letting me know.
Yeah,
And
they've done their job. Yeah, but
done your
that's
job,
it.
and they'll
That's it.
settle down. So that's the kind of concept that the dog will start to form with these training methods.
It's one good example of a little bit of stress in people's life, maybe where this barking and going mad at the door and
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, because it becomes a struggle. It really
yeah,
does. It drains your energy.
yeah.
But once you're teaching your dog and you're getting those results, it literally just removes that pressure from you. And it removes the pressure from the dog as well.
I'd imagine there's a big market for your online courses for older dogs as well, Fran. Is that something you're considering? Well, listen, well done. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love your business and good luck with it. Thank you for talking to me today.
Thank you, Steve.